Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Tears as APC chairman dies in South Africa. My people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. We want to say thank you for your huge and massive support. We really appreciate you. God bless you. Thanks for always being there. If you have not given us a thumbs up, this would be a good time to do so. Please go ahead, give us a thumbs up. Thank you. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe because we keep you up to date with all that is going on in Nigeria and around the world. An APC chairman has just died, but in South Africa. My people, let's get onto the news and get all the details. The APC has reportedly lost one of its chairmen to the cold hands of death. Dr. Taye Olushola Abe, the APC chairman in South Africa, passed away at the age of 65. President Muhammadu Buhari has expressed sadness over Abe's death, describing the late chairman as a man with unmistakably love for Africa, especially Nigeria, his country. The All Progressive Congress has been tragically plunged into the mourning following the death of its chairman in South Africa, Dr. Taye Olushola Abe. Gathered that the chairman of the ruling All Progressive Congress at the age of 65 at, at the time of his death and the filing of this report died due to illness that cannot be ascertained as at the time of the filing of the report. President Muhammadu Buhari has, however, reacted to the death of the late APC chairman. The Nigerian leader, while expressing sadness over the news, sympathized with the family, friends, and colleagues of the deceased. President Muhammadu Buhari has expressed sadness over his death. He died in South Africa. The disclosure was made in a statement on Wednesday, June the 17th, by the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina. In his condolence message, the President urged Abe family and friends to take heart and pray that God will comfort them at the time of sorrow. While describing the deceased as a man with unmistakable love for Nigeria and Africa, President Muhammadu Buhari said the late APC chairman has a deep commitment to the deals of the party. President Muhammadu Buhari went on to recall how many meetings he had with Dr. Abe while he was on visit in South Africa. Dr. Abe looked forward to a Nigeria that would take its rightful place among the countries of the nations of the world. The passionately believed member of the APC was proud to be a Nigerian and was working at every goal to make the nation better. President Muhammadu Buhari received the news with sadness. The president sympathizes with the families and everyone who knows him personally, especially with APC. The news reaching us at the hour is that one Taye Olushola Abe, an APC member in South Africa, has died, and Buhari is mourning. But guess what? As usual, we are not hearing from the Buhari himself, or we don't know exactly where this Buhari is. He's supposed to be the number one citizen in the country, ruling Nigeria. But as it is now, we don't know where he is. We don't know what is going on with President Muhammadu Buhari. Buhari, as it is, well, like I said, we don't know where he is. The person of Femi Adesina, whom he has appointed to make, official statements. With us not seeing him, we don't know, is the one that is giving out the official statement that this APC, one of these APC chieftains, chairman, has died. He died in South Africa. He said whenever Buhari was in South Africa, they have meetings together, and he has been a great part of APC. Buhari Nigerians, let's look at Buhari critically. Are we really sure we have a clear direction who the leadership of this country is? Honestly, because come to think of it, yes, please have an open mind and let's look at it together. Since the whole before coronavirus, we've not been hearing from Buhari. This was the same person, yes, that went around the country asking people for votes for his second tenure. I remember precisely and very clearly this guy was in my state to advocate for votes for his second tenure. He went around the country. We are seeing him on TV going from one state to the other, asking for votes. As soon as the second tenure started, we have not heard or seen Buhari. I can tell you affirmatively, especially with the whole coronavirus. Hey, not be smart thing they do so. Corona, not be smart thing he do so. Not be smart thing like they tell you. Coronavirus exposed the presidency. What do I mean? Coronavirus made us know that there is no leadership in Nigeria. Every country of the nations of the world, most of the well-developed country, supposedly like Nigeria that has independence, yes, that have gotten democracy for about 2 decades now, we are going about informing their people, having discussions with their people day in, day out with regards to what is going on, how many people have been infected, what they are doing, just reassuring the people, telling them what the scientists are doing, telling them what is going on and what have you. Guess what? What we heard from the president is not the president we heard from. We started hearing rumor that Buhari wants to address the country. The first time even Apple Line Media, we gave a statement saying Buhari was to address the country. Guess what? Rubbish. It was not an address that Buhari will be there and everybody, the whole country, media houses will be there to speak with Buhari, to ask him questions and to hear from him. My dear, that was not the case. So that was not the case. It was a well pre-recorded documentation of Buhari giving us and telling us that yes, this is coronavirus, the country is now in a lockdown, and they kept Nigerians at home. Use hunger suffer people, not be smarting. Do you know what happened? Do you know the case of, the incidents and trauma that some people went through? Some children that were being molested in the hands of their molester, they have to stay in those houses. Do you know the things that happened all through that period? Or people that were hungry? Do you know what really happened in the country? Do you know the extent of the damage of the evil? Not to talk about, not see, we're not even going into the matter of Fulani herdsmen that we later found out that they were disguising as Amajiris and trying to go into the south. We began to experience a lot of things, and so many matters was brought to light in Nigeria. And guess what? Femi Adesina, the one with the big mouth, he did not even hide it. He said it emphatically. He said, yes, it was correct that the speech were pre-recorded and Nigerians should stop saying that Buhari is not performing or is not doing this and that. That Buhari, for the fact that they elected him, does not mean that they should control him. That was what Femi Adesina said. We did not elect Femi Adesina. Don't forget, so he was never elected. We don't know him. We don't have any dealing with him. He's the one controlling Nigerians now. Femi Adesina. These are supposed to be aides to President Muhammadu Buhari. I keep repeating it and I keep saying it. When we had Olusegun Obasanjo, Nigeria knew we had a president. We knew we had a president in the country. That was why the struggle then with the person of Adams Oshomole as the Labour chairman was real. He was fighting for the good of the common man, saying, oh, this was wrong. This was being done by the government. It was wrong and all that. And everybody could see it and say, yes, Oshomole. That was where Oshomole won the heart and the love of Nigerians, fighting for the good of the common man. Yes, that was it. That was where the whole thing started. That was what gave rise to Oshomole's political career. And like he told us when Abba Kyari died, he said that him and Abba Kyari, they worked together, but during the whole period of what happened, Abba Kyari, approached him and said, "This is what we are intending. This is what we are looking at. Could you come on board?" Remember that Ushomole is from the south. He has won the hearts of the people, especially as a labor man then. I was speaking for the people, fighting then Olusegun Obasanjo and Atiku Abubakar. So Nigerians could, with a combination of Buhari and the person of Professor Yemi. We don't even want to go to Professor Yemi Osibanjo. No, that is a story for another day. That is a complete story for another day. So what are we talking about? Do we have leadership in Nigeria? Do you think so? Check it very well. Are you sure there is any form of leadership in this country? Because we need to ask the questions. We need to know. We need to know. They're telling us now that one APC chairman is dead. Buhari is issuing a statement. It's not even Buhari. My people, it's not even Buhari. It is the same Femi Adesina. Anyway, more forget about nonsense, Jerry. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. A big thank you. God bless and bye for now.